Assalamualaikum and a very good day to Madam Shikin and all my beloved friends. Have you ever heard about a plant produce seeds that are not contained within a fruit? Well, that is division Gymnospermatophyta. This is the most unique and interesting plant group. So, let's join us to explore more about it. Okay, firstly, we need to know what is gymnosperms mean. The word gymnosperm comes from the Greek words which is gymnos means naked and sperma means seed, hence known as naked seeds. Gymnosperms are the seed producing plants, but unlike angiosperms, they produce seeds without fruits. They reproduce by creating cones like pine cones. Some of them produce pollen, which is the male cones, and some of them produce eggs, which is female cones. The fertilization does not depend on water. Pollens are dispersed by wind or insects. In windy day, the pollens are transferred and received by female cones, and then the sperm from the pollen and the egg fertilized, producing zygote. And at the same time, the ovule will occur and form seed to protect the zygote growing inside. And when the wind comes, the seed will fall out from the cone and land to a place, and they will grow as a mature tree. Next, for your information, gymnosperms are classified into four types. The first one, Cycadophyta. Cycads usually found in tropics and subtropics. They has large compound leaves, thick trunks, and small leaflets. The second one, Coniferophyta. These are the most commonly known species among the gymnosperm family. They are evergreen, hence they do not shed their leaves in the winter. These are form needle-like structures. The third one, Ginkgophyta. They has large size and fan-like leaves. They very resistant to pollution and they are resilient against diseases and insect infestation. In fact, they are so resilient that after the nuclear bombs fell on Hiroshima, six ginkgo trees were the only living things to survive within a kilometer or two of the blast radius. The fourth one, Gitophyta. Gitophytes usually consist of tropical plants, trees, and shrubs. They are characterized by flowery leaves that have a soft coating. They possess vessel elements in their xylems. Next, this is the general applications of gymnosperms, which is paper production, remedy, buildings, facial products, and furniture. As you can see on the slide right now, this is the example of the taxonomy chart of Ginkgo biloba. So from the top, we have kingdom, which is Plantae. Second, the plant group, which is our topic. It is Gymnosperms. For phylum, as I've mentioned before, there are four types of gymnosperms, and for Ginkgo biloba species, the phylum is Ginkgophyta. Next, class, it is Ginkgoopsida. For order, Ginkgoales. For family, it is Ginkgoaceae. For genus, it is Ginkgo. And for species, you clearly can see this is the Ginkgo biloba, and based on research, it is expected to have a total of 60 species from Ginkgo alone. and one of them is Ginkgo adiantoides, Ginkgo apox, Ginkgo australis, Ginkgo hettoni, Ginkgo lianingensis, and Ginkgo manchurica. Alright, next, let's move on to applications and uses of gymnosperms. The first one is how to make an air freshener using pine cone tree.
For the first step, soak the pine cones in water for about an hour to get rid all of the dirt on the pine cones. Secondly, transfer the pine cones onto a pot-lined cookie sheet and then bake them at 200 degrees Celsius for about 30 minutes. After that, transfer the pine cones into a gallon bag. Then, add about 20 to 30 drops of any essential oil that you like. As for this video, they put peppermint and cinnamon flavor of essential oil. Lastly, seal and shake the bag to spread the essential oil on the pine cones and leave them in the bag for a week.
So, this is the final result for the process of making air freshener. You can use these pine cones as air freshener for your house, or you can use it in your car. Next, we will explain about how to make ginkgo biloba tea from ginkgo leaves. So, for the first step, take about 50 grams of ginkgo biloba dried leaves and at the same time boil about 1 liter of water in a pot until it reaches its boiling point. After that, add the dried leaves of the ginkgo biloba into the boiled water and wait for about 5 minutes. And lastly, strain the mixture to remove all traces of ginkgo biloba leaves, then pour it into a cup and you can enjoy it. For your information, ginkgo biloba tea is a famous drink among us since it provides many benefits, such as improves blood circulation, promotes good brain condition, used in treatment of mild depression, and helping to prevent strokes. Lastly, as a Muslim student, we know that every single thing that happens in and out of this world is by the will of God. And all what we had studied have their own relation with Islam. And some of them are already stated in the Quran Al-Karim. So, based on our discovery about gymnosperms, we can relate it to Surah Abasa verse 27 to 32, which clearly stated at the verse 32, for your pleasure and for your livestock. This means Allah stated the purpose He created the many kinds of plants is for human and animal benefits. Even in gymnosperms, ginkgo trees have a large number of applications ranging from medicine to cooking. Ginkgo leaves are ingested as a remedy for memory-related disorders like Alzheimer's. And in addition, from conifers, we can also produce papers and furnitures. We need to realize that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created all that and subdued it for us as our basic food and our livestock in this world life until the day of judgment. Therefore, we should be grateful to Allah, and actually Allah gave us this blessing for the continuation of our worship as a servant. This is our reference for this assignment. Okay, that's all from us. I hope you guys enjoy it.